Before the opening bell, U.S. indices, they closed mixed on Thursday, with the Dow Jones closing at a record high. Shares in healthcare, equipment and services, transportation, and food and staples retailing sectors, they all traded higher, while shares in pharmaceuticals, biotech and life sciences, real estate, as well as telecommunication services, they were under pressure. On the economic docket, core CPI rising 2.1% year over year in June. Initial jobless claims, they fell to 209,000 in the week ended July 6, and this all as 60% of S&P 500 constituents traded higher yesterday. Now, after the markets closed, Alumnia plummeting after a reported second quarter preliminary revenue of $835 million. That's below expectations of $876.4. And Facebook in the headlines. U.S. President Donald Trump tweeting, Facebook's Libra virtual currency will have little standing or dependability. If Facebook and other companies want to become a bank, they must seek a new banking charter and become subject to all banking regulations, just like other banks. Also, Alaska Airline Group reported that passenger traffic increased 1.7% year over year, while the passenger load factor that fell to 88.2%. And turning overseas, Asian markets up today. The Nikkei rising 0.2%, the Hang Seng up 0.14%, China CSI 300 rising 0.62%, South Korea's Kospi up 0.29%. European markets gaining ground, and U.S. futures call for a slightly positive start. Now, there's no major earnings expected today, while on the economic docket at 8:30 in the morning, we have June PPI figures both year over year and month over month, and we also have core PPI figures. Taking a look at the markets, the S&P 500 is where we begin. That looks for 3,030, while the Nasdaq has 8,000 expected, and the Dow Jones has 27,320 expected, and that's in focus as the relative strength index is bullish and calls for further upside. Long positions above 27,060 are favored, with targets at 27,220 and 27,320 in extension.